We originally had wanted to do the music video for Melissa Etheridge's Come to My Window, which, in my opinion is slowly changing, but in my opinion, she's an underrated guitar player, an underrated singer. Her early songwriting was absolutely fantastic. Her first two albums were great. And then you catch Juliette Lewis at that point in her career, who is known as this method actor who stayed in character for months and months and months, and she would go there. If you needed an actress to take it to that place where no other actress would take it, you got Juliette Lewis. And she had a string of hit movies at this time, and she was considered like a future it girl, and so you got this beautiful piece of artwork. Now let's talk about, well, before we talk about the actual video, we're going to talk about why we couldn't watch it.
Yeah, so this is a very well-known song, and it was a very popular video. Like, I remember seeing this video all the time, and then each week I start, looking for the images that we're going to use, and I noticed pretty immediately I could not find many images from this video, like many clear images. Like, there's a lot of like blurry stuff from the music video, and I was like, oh, that's really weird, because this was a pretty popular music video back in the day, and we tried to watch the video today. There's only one version of the video on YouTube,
and it's ripped from Yahoo.
Yes. So, and there's parts where it's like pixelated with these pink boxes, and you can't tell what's happening, and
it looks like it's ripped to the internet from a VHS tape.
Yeah, like, it's really bad quality. The sound is good, you just can't really see much of the video. And then Matt found out that Melissa Etheridge has her own website, and you can pay $10 to like stream her music videos and stuff, but you can't.
You can pay $10 to listen to her music, and
yes,
because you also technically can only find certain albums of hers that she does not own the masters to on things like Spotify and Tidal and streaming services. So she literally has pulled all of her music off of streaming platforms, and you can only stream them on her own personal website. Lars. Like, it's the most selfish, money-grabbing... I'm sorry. It is. And it's our job to kind of be honest about these things. It's a money grab. It's being completely selfish with that art. When you make something and you put it out, I understand it's yours, you own it, and you want to... The monetizing it allows you to do more. But putting it out there and then monetizing it to the point where people don't want to experience it is the opposite of art. That's underhanded greed. And it kind of pisses me off, because I've always been somebody who, let's talk about underrated guitar players. I bring her up every time. Underrated songwriters. I bring her up every time. And now I will not, because I feel like that this is such a slap in the face to people who like her art. It really does piss me off.
But yeah, so...
Was that a little too much? Was that too much?
It's fine. The song Come to My Window is from Melissa Etheridge's 1993 album called Yes, I Am.
Oh, such a good
which,
album.
At the time, many people alluded Yes, I Am to her sexuality, because she also publicly came out in 1993, but she has since said that no, the title doesn't have anything to do with it.
It's more of a self-actualization, which at the time, publicly coming out as a lesbian was a thing that was, because you had Ellen DeGeneres on her sitcom, you had Katie Lang, you had Melissa Etheridge, all these things kind of happened around the same time. So it was only news in the sense of if somebody had a problem with it, but there were so many people that Actually, we're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so this song became a big hit after she came out. It is certified gold in the US. It reached number 25 on the Billboard charts. The highest charting was at number 4 on the US Adult Contemporary. She received her second Grammy for this song. Her first Grammy was for a song from her second album, but she did receive her second Grammy for this for Best Female
which makes me wonder,
rock vocal performance, which is like, yeah, like this song still, this is an amazing song.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's funny to think too, because she almost left this song off her album. She thought it was too simple. And
it was too simple.
Yeah.
Read the lyrics to the song
No,
and tell me they're simple.
That's another thing too. The lyrics in this song are so romantic. Like,
beautiful.
I would dial the numbers just to listen to your breath, and I would stand inside my hell and hold the hand of death. Can you imagine somebody feeling that way about you? Like, that's... I'm not saying anything, but that is so romantic. And
it's beautiful. And which, like, between this and I'm the Only One, like...
oh, that's another good song.
Yeah, like, it's the same style of, like...
Just
hard romanticism.
The energy of those songs and her performances are amazing.
The guitar play, I feel like these are two of the most underrated guitar performances also.
Yeah, but this song, I believe she was the first artist to have a song stay on the Hot 100 for more than 44 weeks. It became an anthem at the time because the lyrics allude to her sexuality and her activism, like I don't care what they say, things like that.
I don't care what they think is the next line too.
What do they know about this love anyway? This song really became an anthem, and it was huge, especially on radio, mostly through people calling in wanting to listen to it.
I specifically remember being in my mom's car, and she had this cassette tape on a constant loop. Like, I actually probably know all the words to all the songs on this album because I remember my mom like playing it constantly. And it's great.
Yeah, and the song was mastered by Bob Ludwig, who has worked with 1,300 artists, and he has like over 3,000 credits to his name. That's insane. With like Led Zeppelin, Lou Reed, Queen, Jimi Hendrix, Nirvana, Bruce Springsteen, Daft Punk, and then another artist featured on this song, Waddy Wachtel. I'm not sure if I'm speaking his name right, but
if that's incorrect, we apologize.
Yeah. Waddy. I've always known who he is, most notably because of his work with Stevie Nicks. I gotta
go check on him. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
So go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, he is an artist known for his guitar work. He works a lot with Stevie Nicks on her records and like performs live with her. I don't remember when they started working together, but I believe she's been working with him since her debut album Belladonna, because I've always recognized his name from her work. But he's worked with like Linda Ronstadt, Randy Newman, the Rolling Stones, James Taylor, Iggy Pop, Jackson Browne. So yeah, and I don't know what's happening right now. I'll just wait to keep talking until he comes back.
Sorry, Dyson was getting in stuff.
Oh.
I got him. He's laying on.
But yeah, not only was the song popular, but the music video as well. Like, I remember seeing the music video all the time, and even
I remember
years after it came out, like seeing it on pop-up video.
Well, I remember seeing it when it came out, and being as young as I was, Juliette Lewis affecting me.
Yeah, so by this point in her career, like, I think everyone knows who Juliette Lewis is. She's a very recognizable person. Like, she was the daughter in Christmas Vacation. By this point, she had already been in the Cape Fear remake, and she was nominated for an Academy Award.
We also had the other sister.
That was after.
But
so she did this music video, and I believe at this time she was dating Brad Pitt, or I think they broke up this year, but...
Do we already have Natural Born Killers at this point?
She did. I was just getting to that.
Sorry.
So, Brad Pitt was friends with Melissa Etheridge. I think early on, like, in his career, she let him crash at her house, so I think, like, she became friends with Juliette Lewis through him, and I remember, too, like, when, Melissa Etheridge had a surrogate for her children, and there was like a rumor that the dad was Brad Pitt, and then it ended up being David Crosby. But yeah, so I mean, think they
we all make choices, I guess.
Yeah, they probably met through Brad Pitt, and then she is in this video as a patient at a facility who is having like a nervous breakdown, and she's...
Which actually, I have an interpretation of this video.
Okay. Well, so this music video was directed by Samuel Bayer, who had a very prolific music video career. Like, he directed the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, the Smashing Pumpkins Bullet with Butterfly Wings video, Blind Melon's No Rain video... hold on, I have a list of a few more.
That's a stay tuned on Themes to be Heard.
The Cranberries Zombie video.
Ooh, that one's pretty.
Candlebox. Does anyone remember Candlebox?
I remember Candlebox.
They had a song called You, and he directed that video. Unfortunately, when I think of Samuel Bayer now, I think of the abysmal Nightmare on Elm Street remake, because he was the one who directed that.
Really?
Yes, unfortunately.
Took old Jackie Hurl to Nightmare Town, huh?
Yeah. So the film is shot in black and white, and like Juliette Lewis, she's speaking. There's parts of the video where the music stops and it's just her speaking lines, like the lyrics. Like, the video opens with her speaking the opening lines of the song, and she's like drawing on the walls and the floors, and there are scenes where it's like these big blown up children's drawings, which were actually drawn by a crew member's 5-year-old daughter, and they were gonna have her, like, the little girl cameo in the video to kind of represent that lost childhood for Juliette Lewis, and they filmed it, but they lost the footage of that. But
also the poses and things that Juliette's doing behind this blown up
yeah.
Like, she's doing these very childlike, almost like free creation interpretive dance poses that are stark.
But this video always stood out because it's like this woman having this breakdown, and in fact, it was so real on the set. Samuel Bayer would keep, like, stopping filming and yelling cut because he thought that she was really having a nervous breakdown, and he was getting really scared, so he would, like, keep, like, stopping the filming, but she was just, like, acting. And this video was made a year before Natural Born Killers, so yeah, just a very effective, very simple, very effective music video that is very hard to find unless you pay $10 to
a month
subscribe to Melissa Etheridge's
so if you just want to listen to Melissa Etheridge, $10 a month. MelissaEtheridge.com. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you can. There is that one version that's on YouTube that is really horrible quality, but you can get like glimpses of what's happening.
There are other videos of hers that have been ripped more successfully and put up.
Yeah.
There's also live performances, which I'd like to see live performances from that time from her.
Yeah.
That might be something I might kind of go back over and rehash because she was so good. I mean, she's kind of all about herself now, but I'd like to see that. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's the saddest themes to be heard.